What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys all of the cards that we got to see during the Ratings Collective, which is basically the hand-picked cards that EA are showing us the ratings of for FIFA 22 Ultimate Team, because I mentioned in yesterday's video that we're not going to see a demo, and on top of that, we're not going to see the full database release of FIFA 22 cards. And that's kind of unfortunate because you can't really build your starter squads, but on the other hand, it does make the full release of the game a little bit more hype. Right when you get on web app, you won't know the ratings of all the cards yet. You've got to figure that out right away on the web app, which is going to be kind of exciting. Nonetheless, guys, in this video, we're going to be covering the top 22 rated cards in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team, along with a bunch of affiliated clubs that work with EA, like Dortmund, like Manchester City, Chelsea, Inter Milan, FC Porto, and quite a few others. We got the ratings of those clubs specifically, but the rest of the league, we did not get the ratings for everybody, just the top 22 overall cards in the game. So without further ado, let's hop in to the top 22 rated cards in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. And we're starting it off with Messi, Lewandowski, and Ronaldo. Now, for the first two cards, Messi and Lewandowski, I think that's spot on. I don't think anybody's complaining about those ratings. But the controversy really begins with Cristiano Ronaldo. This card got a downgrade from 92 to 91. And ultimately, that's a tough one. I think from a non-biased perspective, he could have been both. He did win Golden Boot in Serie A, and by a technicality, he also won Golden Boot in Euros, despite the fact that he had 3 penalties, and Patrick Schick scored all 5 of his goals from open play. But I digress. It's still a good factor for holding Ronaldo's rating at 92, and with his debut at Manchester United, I'm sure his rating was already picked before that, but he did have a good start at Manchester United again, and he still got a downgrade to 91. A lot of people aren't happy about that, and I think it would be a lot more reasonable to give him a downgrade if a couple of other guys also got a bigger downgrade, like Sadio Mane, who's at the end of this list. Now, we'll get to him, but next up we've got De Bruyne, 91 rated. I think that's spot on. That's what we predicted for him. Mbappe, that's definitely higher rated than what a lot of people expected him to be. And the reasoning for that is he's going to be on the cover. And EA boosted him simply because of that. I think a lot of people would probably agree. 89 to 90 rating would have been totally fair. I don't think he deserved an upgrade whatsoever from 90. And especially if you compare his year to the likes of Erling Haaland, it doesn't look great in comparison to Erling Haaland's year, who's only 88 rated in FIFA 22 and doesn't even get into the top 22 ratings. And as a Dortmund fan, I'm completely biased with this. So if I'm wrong, let me know. Next up, we've got Neymar Jr., who's got 91 rating. A lot of people comparing Ronaldo to Neymar, saying Neymar has not played a lot of league games for PSG, but he's been used mainly in the Champions League, and let's be real, he was maybe the best player in Champions League last year. You could argue Kanté, because he had a great final run in Champions League, but Neymar Jr., when he's on the pitch, he's on his day, he's the best player on the field, so you've got to give it to him. I think he deserves a 91 rating, and when he's on the field at the same time as Mbappe, I mean, I feel like you can tell Neymar is a level above. Next up, we've got Oblak, 91 rating again. That's what we predicted his rating to be. He didn't really deserve a downgrade, didn't deserve an upgrade. I think 91 is fine. Next up, we've got Harry Kane, who got boosted all the way to 90 rating. Now, we predicted 89. I think 90 is totally fair. I think that's justified. Next up, we've got Kanté, who's also 90 rating. As I said, great run in the UCL. A lot of people argue about his consistency, especially in the Premier League. They say, oh, he only had 4 or 5 amazing games that year, and those were just the games that everybody was watching. He actually wasn't that great in the league. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I think 90 rating for Kanté is fair, and he'll be the highest rated CDM in the game. Next up, we've got Manuel Neuer. I mean, he's a special goalkeeper. To be honest, he's probably the best goalkeeper of all time. I think that Dortmund probably beat Bayern a lot more times in the last 10 years without Neuer. I think that Bayern don't win quite as many leagues without Neuer. He has saved their ass quite a few times. The debatable one is the next card, Ter Stegen. Still 90 rating. I mean, even Barca fans would probably say he deserves something like an 86. 90 is pushing it. I think that's way too high on Ter Stegen's card. Definitely one of the cards that I can confidently say EA just got that rating wrong. Next up, we got Mohamed Salah, who got downgraded. I don't know why. Ter Stegen's actually higher rated than Salah. I don't know why Salah got a downgrade, and he's actually the same rating as Mane. After last year, Salah was by far Liverpool's best player. I mean, he was maybe the best attacker in the league still, and Mane did not have a great year. I mean, he was all right. I wouldn't say he was bad, but he also wasn't really good. He definitely deserved a downgrade, but Salah going down to 89, Mane only going down 1 rating to 89 as well. Doesn't make much sense to me. And then the next card, Donnarumma, going up to 89 rated from 85. Now, I can't say he doesn't deserve a big upgrade, but that is a big upgrade. I mean, a lot of people thought he was going to be 86 rated in the next FIFA, which I think would have been a little bit underrated. I predicted 87. I said, I think he's going to get another +1 boost. EA said, nah, 89 rated for Donnarumma. I mean, great goalkeeper. To be fair, he was probably going to get there eventually. I think that's a really big boost for 1 year, 85 to 89. But hey, that's fair enough. I think that he is probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and he definitely deserved to be higher rated than Ter Stegen. So there's just something off about these goalkeeper ratings, just by a little bit, in my opinion. Next up, we've got 89 Benzema. I know I cut off the ratings of Benzema and Van Dijk, both 89 rated. Benzema definitely deserves to probably be 90 rated. He's been the best attacker in La Liga. I think that he spent a lot of his career in the shadow of Cristiano Ronaldo, and now that Ronaldo's gone, he's really been turning up. He's been absolutely insane, and he had a good couple of games for France. He was their top scorer. Next up, we've got Van Dijk, who's actually getting a downgrade from 90 to 89. He didn't play at all last year from his injury. EA tend to downgrade players that are injured. It happened with Marco Reus. It happened with El Shaarawy. It happens with a lot of players that get injured. They just downgrade them because they haven't been active. Next up, we've got Kimmich, who's going to be 89 rated. I do not like Kimmich. I can't really give an honest opinion about him, but I don't know. I guess 89 rated is fair. Next up, we got Heung-min Son, who's also 89 rated. His card's going to have 5-star, 5-star on it, which is insane. That card's already juiced up with 88 pace, 86 dribble, 87 shooting, 82 passing. 69 physicality is all right, but 5-star, 5-star on top of that is going to make it an insane card. And we know it's a left mid card now. I thought that possibly they were going to give him a central card, like a center forward or a striker, because he has played a lot in that position. But yeah, he also plays a lot of left mid, left wing as well. Next up, we've got Alisson, which I think is fair at 89 rating. Another goalkeeper in Courtois. He had a great year for Real Madrid, despite the fact that Madrid wasn't great. I think Courtois did have a good year despite Real Madrid's shortcomings. Casemiro, still 89 rating. And then we've got Ederson at 89 rating as well. So we've got 2 Brazilian goalkeepers topping out the Premier League in terms of rating there. And then we've got Sadio Mane, who, again, I think is overrated. I think 88 would have been more fair for Sadio Mane. Now, we're going to take a look at the individual clubs, and I won't go into every single card. I'll just show you guys the clubs. But if you've been enjoying this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. We've got more trading content, ratings content, and also squad building challenge content, among other FIFA 22 Ultimate Team stuff. So make sure to hit that sub button for me. Let's hop into the first team. Let's go Manchester City. For Manchester City, we're going to see the likes of De Bruyne and Ederson. Obviously, they were in the top 22, but Sterling is going to have an 88 rated card, which is higher than I expected for him. Ruben Diaz got an insane upgrade. He was 81 rated in FIFA 21, 87 in FIFA 22. I predicted 85. He definitely deserved a big upgrade, but they juiced that card, but in the end, his pace is still 61, so how usable is it going to be? Not very usable. Mahrez still 86 rated. Bernardo Silva still 86 rated. I thought Bernardo Silva was going to get a bigger downgrade than that. Laporte is going to be 86. Rodri, João Cancelo, Gundogan, and Walker. Gundogan up to 85 rating. I thought that he was going to get an 86, especially with how many goals he scored last year for Manchester City. Phil Foden got upgraded to 84. We've got Grealish at 84 as well. And here's the thing. Grealish might have gotten a center attacking mid card. I was hoping for that. Because the debate was, is he going to be 83 or 84? Is he going to be a center attacking mid or a left wing? And the best of both worlds would have been a 84 center attacking mid. Unfortunately, he got a left wing, which makes his card not as usable because he's only got 80 pace on that card and only 76 shooting. I mean, it's not that good of a card that translates to FIFA. Foden, on the other hand, is decent for a center attacking mid. I think that's very usable. 84 pace, 87 dribbling, 78 shooting, 80 passing. That's not bad for a starter card. We got John Stones and Fernandinho. Gabriel Jesus. Ferran Torres gets a right wing card. He's been playing a lot of striker, though. Zinchenko, Ake, Stefan, Carson, and Bolton finish off that squad for us. Next up, we've got Benfica. Not as exciting of cards, but it is a team that did get released today. You've got Grimaldo with 87 pace, Rafa with 94 pace, and they actually gave Vertonghen a huge pace upgrade as well. That's a usable starter card right there. The rest of the cards don't look too great. You've still got Everton left mid. That's not terrible. Not really any other cards worth mentioning. The main man on Borussia Dortmund to take a look at is obviously Erling Haaland, getting up to 88 rating. And he's going to be one of the most OP strikers in the game with 89 pace, 91 shooting, and 88 physicality. 80 dribbling is not that bad either. I think he probably deserved a bigger boost, especially if you consider Mbappe's 91 and some of the other guys that are 89 and 90 rating. Erling Haaland has been spectacular, and let's be real, I'm going to be biased with all these cards, so keep me in my place in the comments if I'm overrating any of these guys. Hummels 86. Royce, they gave a big pace downgrade. Pace really isn't part of his game quite as much anymore, but I think 73 might be a little bit harsh. Guerrero going back to left back is cool, but his pace, again, not very good. Axel Witsel, 83 rated. CDM, we've got Emre Can. We've got Torgan Hazard at 82 rated. Julian Brandt with a big downgrade to 81. Roman Berkey with a big downgrade. And then you've got Daniel Malin, who only 80 rated on that card. Was expecting 81 at the minimum, possibly 82, but they decided at 80 rated. But still a good starter card if you look at those stats. 90 pace, 79 shooting, 83 dribbling. You've got a huge boost on Bellingham going to 79 rated on his card. Akanji is only going to be 80 rated this year. We've got Kobel at 79 rated. He's probably going to continue to go up in rating. Mamu Dahoud actually had a pretty good year. They're only going to give him a 79. Giovanni Reina only at 77, but he is a gold card now. Meunier down to 77. Schultz down to 77. That's a deserved downgrade. And then Marius Wolf is a 75. Next up, we've obviously got Real Madrid. Benzema and Courtois and Casemiro all were in the top 22, but then we've got Kroos, who's going to be 88 rated. Still Modric, the 2018 Ballon d'Or winner, at 87 rated. You've got Eden Hazard at 85. A pretty big downgrade on that card. That's even bigger of a downgrade than I thought he was going to get. Carvajal still going to be 85. Alaba still holding on to that 84 rated card, which is not bad. He doesn't really have enough pace to be a good fullback, so I'm glad he's a center back card. But then again, he's also not really tall enough or physical enough to be a good center back card, so I'm not sure how usable it's going to be. Marco Asensio still 83 rated on that card. You've got the OP Ferland Mendy at 83 rated as well. Valverde 83 still. 82 for Eder Militao. That is going to be one of the most OP starter cards. Gareth Bale, only 82 pace on Gareth Bale. Don't know about that one, EA. Isco 82, Nacho, Lucas Vazquez, excuse me. Marcelo, only 80 rated this year. He definitely hasn't been as good in the last 2 years. Ever since Ronaldo left, I think he lost a lot of that chemistry on the left side. He's been playing with a lot of different players over there, and that's difficult to adapt to, especially when you've been playing with Ronaldo for the good part of 10 years. Vinicius Jr. is going to be 80 rated. We already knew about that card, but 95 pace on him. Rodrigo, Jovic, Camavinga, Dani Ceballos, Vallejo, and Mariano. Jovic down to 79 rated. He obviously hasn't seen a lot of time at Real Madrid, with Benzema being the main guy for them. He had an 83 rated after he left Frankfurt. Hasn't lived up to it, but he's still playing decent for Serbia. FC Porto was another team that got released today. Pepe's card at 82 rating. Has 80 pace, 82 defense, and 87 physicality. That is juiced. I don't know what he did to deserve like almost plus 15 on his pace this year, but I'm not complaining. That's a pretty good card to use in your starter teams. You've got Tecatito Jesus Corona here at 82 rating. He's been, I think, Mexico's best player, and he got a downgrade still. 82 rated. Not a very great card either. We've got Marsh at goalkeeper, Otavio. Luis Diaz has got some pace on him. A couple of other guys that aren't really too usable. And then you've also got yourself a couple of decent guys that are lower rated. The main one that stands out to me is that left back, Zaidu Im from Nigeria. He's got 93 pace as a 76 rated non-rare. And the defense and physicality stat, not great, don't get me wrong, but maybe for a couple weeks he could be usable. Nothing else on this team really stands out to me. There's a few more silver cards that got released from Porto, but I really have no desire to show them to you. Atletico Madrid didn't give us all of the ratings, only a few of them, but there are some very notable ones on here. And the first one is Marcos Llorente, who got a center mid card, which he could have gotten a center forward card, a center mid, or a right back card. I'm glad it's center mid, though. You can put him at striker, you can put him at center mid, center attacking mid, maybe even CD him with these stats. He's almost in the Hullet Club, and he got a boost all the way to 86 rated. I thought he was going to go up a decent bit, but I didn't think it was going to be 86 rated. 88 pace now, 82 dribbling, 80 shooting, 81 passing, and 82 physicality. That's going to be one of the most desirable cards at the beginning of the year. One of the cards I'm most excited for, and he gets a great link to Carrasco, who also has a very good card at 84 rated. We've got Jimenez, Lamar, João Felix is going to be 83 rated, Correa, and DePaul finish off the ratings. We predicted DePaul's rating correctly in our predictions, but that's all the cards they gave us from Atletico Madrid. So the rest of them we're going to have to wait until we get a leak, or possibly wait until the full game gets released. The Chelsea Twitter admin decided not to release HD pictures for us. Thanks, man. But we've got Kanté, obviously going to be the 90 rating, and then we've got Lukaku at 88 with some pretty sick stats as well. But if you compare that to the stats of Erling Haaland, definitely not nearly as good of a card with the exact same ratings. He's got less pace, he's got less dribbling, he's got less shooting, he's got less physicality than Erling Haaland, but he is the same rating. A little bit unfair on Lukaku. You've got Jorginho, 85 rated card, but 55 pace. Yikes. 53 pace on Silva. Yikes. Timo Werner's still going to be a pretty good card. 84 rating, great pace, good shooting, good dribbling, all right passing, all right physicality. You've got Kai Havertz, only 84 rated on Kai Havertz. That is definitely incorrect. Deserves higher rated, no doubt about it. I don't know what EA are thinking. Downgrading Havertz. Why? Why did Havertz deserve a downgrade? That's probably one of the more ridiculous ones that we've seen so far, but let's give it to EA. They've gotten most of these at least close to correct. Havertz is completely wrong, though. I don't think there's any debating that. Ziyech is going to be 84 rated. Mason Mount up to 83. You got Edward Mendy at 83. That is a big upgrade, actually, on his card. I think he deserved maybe a little bit more, especially if you consider they give Donnarumma an 89. Kovacic, Rudiger. Rudiger's card's not bad. You've got Saul, the new transfer there. Azpilicueta, Pulisic, only 82 rated, but honestly, that's pretty fair, given how inconsistent and injured he's been. He has had his moments, though. Chilwell, only 82. Reece James, still not a very great card. And then the rest of those guys, not too usable either. The final team that has been released so far is Inter Milan as of the time that I'm recording this video. But they have been slowly coming out with a couple of other clubs, and there's a possibility they do in the next few hours. But nonetheless, as of the time I'm recording this, these are the teams that have been released. Now, Inter Milan, we've got Skriniar, who's actually going to be 86 rating, and Handanovic getting a downgrade there to 86. You've got Lautaro Martinez. He was heavily linked to going to Spurs this window, but he didn't. He's going to be 85 rating, and he's probably going to have that 5-star weak foot on him. De Vrij at 85 rated is also going to get an upgrade. He's been one of the best center backs in Serie A. I think he could have been higher rated than 85. We've got Barella, who got a big upgrade to 84. Brozovic at 84. Dzeko's going to be a non-rare card at 83. So the fact that he's non-rare is going to make him kind of difficult to pack, and he would probably be a good low-rated card, or a good low-priced card to trade with, especially during like squad battle rewards and stuff, which we are going to be doing throughout this year in terms of trading. So make sure to hit that follow button, or the subscribe button here for that, and the follow button over on Twitch for that. Çalhanoğlu at 82 rated. He got a transfer from AC Milan to Inter. Christian Eriksen at 82 rated. He's going to be in FIFA 22. I'm not sure if he's going to be playing at all for Inter Milan, obviously, with what happened to him during the Euros. His football career might be over, but he is technically still on Inter's roster, and they've decided to keep him in the game. We'll see what EA end up doing about that. We've got Dumfries at 82 rated, Perisic at 81 rated, and then a couple of the lower rated guys, of course. You've got Correa, Vidal down to 81, Bastoni, Sensi, Alexis Sanchez down to 80 rated, D'Ambrosio, Darmian, Vecino, Kolarov, Gagliardini, and DeMarco finish off the squad. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And guys, make sure you guys are sticking around for the trading tips that are coming out once EA drop FIFA 22 web app, which should be around the 21st of the month. The 22nd is the official release of EA Play. I did release a calendar of that if you guys want to see all of the dates that you should be keeping in mind. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.